All right, here we are at the New Hampshire 300 2015, sponsored today by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. And after this is over, because we got plenty of time.
Welcome to the New Hampshire International Speedway in Loudon for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the New Hampshire 300. What can you tell us about Loudon?
They did run a restrictor plate here for a couple of races because of the concern about the accelerators getting stuck open going into these flat corners. They no longer need those plates with the addition of the engine kill switch to all the cars. The switch is on the steering wheel and allows the drivers to quickly shut the engine off if they're going into the corner too hard.
The Coca-Cola car has a string of top fives going.
You know, people get so concerned with wins. Me, I'll take consistent top fives all year long over a win. Besides, when you're constantly finishing in the top five, a win is just around the corner.
In 1999, Tony Stewart won the Rookie of the Year award with one of the finest first seasons in NASCAR history.
3 wins, 2 poles, and a 4th place points finish. That's a tough act to follow for any driver, and I'll bet it'll be a long time before another rookie has a coming out party that big.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Here's the starting lineup. The Coca-Cola car, the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will be starting for the pole.
Yo, what's up? Just playing some NASCAR. Yeah, just playing NASCAR.
Just playing NASCAR? Yeah.
I did GTA 4 today, and then I did BeamNG yesterday. Has a new update with its fucking wagon. Sounds like it's like steroids, and it's only a 2.5 liter, but it like accelerates like an RS6.
Yeah.
It sounds brutal though. Like the sound of the popping and crackling on the two-step is insane.
So, guess what I'm going to look at.
Bike.
So it turns out I found a guy on Facebook selling a 24 CBR triple R.
Oh damn.
It's pretty much it's got a full titanium CS exhaust, SC exhaust. It's tuned, fully unlocked. It doesn't have it's completely unlimited. There's no limiter on it.
Oh damn.
It is. You can turn it off and on. It all depends on what mode you have it in.
Oh damn.
So it's a 24. It's a triple R. It's got like 4,000 miles on it.
That's like brand new.
It's got like 4,000 miles on it. Yeah. So it's already been broken in. It's been tuned by a really reputable guy down here that tunes super bikes.
How many miles does a bike usually last? Because I have no idea.
It all depends on how much you ride it, and how well you take care of it.
Well, the highest mileage I ever saw on a bike was like 40,000.
I've seen 60, 70, 80,000 on bikes.
Gee, you'd think at 100,000 they'd redo it.
Some of these Harley guys take their bikes upwards of 100K.
Without rebuilding it?
Yeah.
Because bike motors are way different than regular car motors.
Well, bike motors. So the type of bike I'm getting is essentially a race bike.
Right. That sounds like a bike I would want, but not for the back roads. See, with the back roads around here, I'd probably get like a 550 or 720. Or like a 200. Not a Honda? Kawasaki 400 green on black or something? Wow. I'd probably only be using 4 gears. I wouldn't be using all 7 or whatever number of gears there are. I don't know about me doing power wheels just yet. You know, I'd probably start out easy. Yeah, maybe in a straight line, but not on the highway. I wouldn't be doing that. That's nuts. Well, 95, you know, I'm pretty sure the cops would be like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, there's not many people that bike around here. That's the problem. I mean, the guy that owns the auto shop has a Harley. He doesn't use it much, though. Moto GP or Moto X, I think, I know that they come to Lime Rock Park, but I'm trying to convince my parents to take me to Lime Rock for the truck series. Yeah. I've only played Lime Rock on a video game. I've never been in there in person. Yeah.
That was a quick one, buddy. Keep it up.
At some point, yeah. And Bobby Labonte wrecks into the pit one wall. Oh my lord. Damn. Well, Toyota's also being sued again for some illegal shit in the Cup Series, so they're trying to get rid of them too. I know Dodge is coming back. Yeah, I heard about that. Well, 95 would be prime for here and or Maryland, technically. Yeah, I know. I'll give you a Gatlinburg. You need to take me there. I'm probably going to be doing some filming with the CRP when I'm in Maryland. I don't have a GoPro, but I think my mom said something about that for my birthday. So. Yeah, but Lime Rock Park's in the area right around that time too. You can always come down for your birthday though. Because I know I was supposed to get the car within May or June. That's what Dad was saying. I don't want to keep waiting. I'm probably gonna get the Honda. But they're only been driving it like 500 miles a month. They're not driving it as much. They're driving it less than I would drive it. Yeah, and Dad just put a new battery in it, so you know. I mean, you can somewhat modify the Honda. But Dad said by the time I get married, like, I'll probably get a better car. This is just temporary. That car is supposed to go down to Williamsburg and just be their in-between car or whatever. Which Mom or Dad will probably end up with that when they retire the business. Mom wants a Q7. Dad, I think at some point he wants to downsize his car. So he might end up driving the Honda. Which is kind of funny because when I was a kid, he had a Honda. Remember?
Oh, what your dad's gonna take the Honda?
Yeah, and his first car was the Honda motorcycle.
Yeah.
So he might as well end up with the Honda. Dad did say something about he won't go back to a motorcycle, but he thought about something about a Type R or a S2000 at some point, maybe in his 70s. I mean, personally, I think you should go with like a Corvette or a Camaro.
That's the speed we're looking for.
That or buy him a
Leaders are coming into pit.
S5 convertible. Yeah, with all this gear mashing, my mom doesn't drive clutch. You'd have to get the automatic. You'd have to get the DSG. Yeah, she's probably gotten a lot of trouble with that. You know how my mom speeds? Come on now. What?
You're looking great from where I'm sitting.
Really?
The car, man.
That's interesting.
Car entering the track ahead.
Maybe you weren't integrated.
I want to see more of those laps. Good job.
That makes sense.
Pit road is getting busy. The leaders are heading in.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll be fucking mid. I'll have 400 horsepower and a car that weighs less than.
Yellow flags out.
Oh my. Shit.
More like that.
I have to pit, and there's a caution flag with 8 to go. Tony Stewart hits the pit wall. Oh! I thought they'd never done that type of thing. Jeez. Talk about bad luck. Tony Stewart just slams into it like he doesn't even notice. Him and Bobby Labonte both. I'm like, they're teammates at separate times in the race right now. They hit the pit bull. Oh, yeah. Oh, my doctor's calling me. I'll call you back. All right. Bye. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Rob. How are you?
How are you?
I'm in my office. Where are you?
I totally forgot about it. I mean, I can do it over the phone. I thought it was, I don't know why that didn't come up on my calendar. That is weird. It's the strangest thing.
Well, let's talk on the phone. Yeah, I even texted you, said I was running a couple minutes late, and then I wasn't sure if you ran down to the deli or what, so I've been kind of sitting here waiting to see if you came back up.
Yeah, I don't know how I made the mistake of not seeing that. That was weird.
Yeah, how have you been?
Pretty good. The floors are almost done, and you know, nothing too much crazy going on. But
okay, well that's good.
they're done painting and all the furniture in the living room. Like, we're gonna move it into the kitchen in the next few days, and I leave Saturday at noon, so I'll be away for 8 days.
Okay. You looking forward to that?
Oh yeah, I hadn't been home since Christmas, so.
So you're due for a vacation?
Oh yeah.
How do the floors look?
They look pretty good. I mean, some of them in the living room have two little really bad chippered, like, scratch marks, and there's some water damage under where that air conditioning unit was. But there's an outlet above that, and I took the outlet cover off, and there was like a lot of rust and like moisture behind it. So contractor's like, that doesn't look like it's coming from outside. It looks like somebody was pouring water through that outlet or some other thing back in the day. So that's a little weird. Yeah. Starting to wonder if some roommate back in the day before I was here was purposely damaging things.
Yeah, could have been.
That's what it seems like. Dad's like, well, that's an eye opener.
Yeah.
There were some weird stains all over the wall and the ceiling that were like, didn't make any sense. I'm like, I'd never noticed that. So contractors, looks like somebody was rubbing weird food debris on the ceiling. I was like, that's not right. So luckily we won't have that anymore.
I was gonna say those days are done. So
Yeah, I don't even know who that would have been, but real eye-opening stuff right here.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about it, but that's, now that we know,
Yeah. How long were people from Vista using that house?
Since late 2010, I was told. And then before that, the landlord's kid like messed with that air conditioning thing in the wall, and they said it hadn't worked since before like the 90s or late 90s. So I'm guessing whatever they did to that unit, even though we got a new one, it's still acting weird when you put it on heat. It resets itself once in a while, and it's not tripping the breaker. So that's another hassle. And I'm like, Dad's like $1,200, and it still doesn't work right. It runs fine on cool, like air conditioning, but on heat, it overloads, and the green indicator on the cord like turns off. And then the only way to reset it is go to the breaker and reset it. So I don't get why it's not tripping the breaker if that's the problem, but definitely somebody permanently messed with it, even if it's a new unit, which I find that's weird. No, Dad's like, long term, we're gonna get siding done next year, a new garage door, and maybe new front railings, and fix that stone wall next year. So he's like, we still have electric problems in the next year or two. I don't see us keeping the house longer than another 5 years. Too many hassles. So hopefully with the new electric panel, we don't have any issues, but you never know.
Right.
So hopefully that all goes away, but if it doesn't, then Dad's, gotta find something else. And I wasn't planning on staying up here long term anyway.
were thinking you had to move back south anyway.
Yeah, I might do the same because, you know, she's been in Connecticut since 2002, but I think at some point she wants to do in between or maybe use this house like 75% of the year and the other 25 be somewhere else. The winter's really expensive up here for electric stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So what else have you been up to?
Nothing major. Just work and stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. Yard work's about to start soon, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. I have to, the front's taller than the back. The back isn't too tall. I mean, I can check right now, but you know, not too worried about it. We have smart locks now. But those are battery operated, so if the battery goes out, it'll indicate. Probably in like Ocean City, but I haven't been there in a while. I'm sure there's some restaurants for that. Maybe some funnel cake and or
No,
it's like popcorn with caramel or something on it.
okay.
What have you been up to?
No. Yeah, same stuff. I'll be going away next week for spring break, so looking forward to that.
So, where are you going?
I think we're going to go up to Maine,
Oh, nice.
up along the Maine coast. Hopefully it'll be warm. I think it's supposed to warm up again this Sunday.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, but, you know, nice to have a break.
Oh, yeah.
You been doing anything fun the last couple weeks?
No, just watching some hockey games and TV here and there, and I went to a little pub last week with a friend, so nothing crazy though.
Okay. Haven't been to Little Pub. Is it good?
Oh yeah, we've got pulled pork, mac and cheese, and a bunch of other stuff.
Okay. I have to try it one of these days. You and Maya have been doing stuff with Billy?
Off and on. Maya's having dinner with Billy and Tiffany on Saturday because I leave Saturday and Maya leaves Monday, so. We'll see what happens.
If things quieted down with Ryan, or what's going on with that?
Not really. I mean, there's other people that are being harassed by him, and other weird stuff happening. Not between me and Billy, but people are starting to try to file paperwork because other people are saying if it really gets out of hand, in long term, maybe just leave the area and avoid certain people like that because they don't seem to be understanding what they're doing.
Yeah.
And Billy was even saying once his roommate that shouldn't be there moves out, we're gonna get paperwork against her that says she's not allowed in this area or within a certain amount of feet of us. As you know.
Yeah.
And then July 1st I'll have only one day of LSI help from Vista, but at that point I'll probably have a car. But my dad's like, if you get your car and people start targeting you or harassing you, we definitely need to file more paperwork or get security systems for the car other than the front camera that I have, which I was hoping to get a back camera for the other car, but now that I'll have a newer-ish car, I don't want somebody targeting me and then wrecking the car or totaling it and then we're screwed somehow, not having a replacement, whatever. But hopefully the Honda fits in the garage. But we have signs now in the house that say 24-hour surveillance, no trespassing, this, that, and the other. So the state cop said we need to put up signs that are readable because if somebody does that and they don't know there's cameras, we could get in trouble for that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's some guideline because not everybody has a security camera, so. The other Ring camera stickers weren't very big, so but now that we're going to redo the siding next year, we'll probably get another camera set next year. So,
Are they having any luck with evicting Billy's roommate?
he said if it's not done by the end of the month, his mom's going to file a court case or some weird thing, which that doesn't sound good at all. So. I'd hate to be on the receiving end of one of those, but luckily I'm not that out of hand with myself or whatever.
Yeah.
So that sounds kind of ugly. I mean, it's not that hard to understand the purpose of leaving and moving somewhere else. I don't see why she hasn't grasped the concept or left in general. Glad that never happened here. I mean, if it did, Dad would have been like, who do I hire to forcefully remove somebody because they're not leaving. That does happen sometimes.
People have to be forcefully removed.
I mean, not here, but I've heard other stories around town, or like other people that were not part of the program that used to be part of the program got like forcefully removed, or final warning before they got in trouble.
Doesn't sound like any harm.
Probably not. And if people don't have the proper support, they're just gonna fall into the same patterns again or get worse.
Unfortunately, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good when Billy's eventually able to get Anita out of there.
Yeah. I mean, personally, he should have never let her in there to begin with, but obviously she undermined that situation.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20, right?
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have anybody living with him for like 3 to 4 years, and then he was just like, "Oh, let me try this," and now look what happened, like in the last year or two.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Yeah. Well, hopefully when she leaves the area, she doesn't come back, because Vista has rules against that, even though she's not part of Vista, but Billy is. But his mom seems to be pretty on top of things now.
But she was part of this day in the past, right?
Not that I know of. I think maybe some other program, but I don't know. I never asked that question.
I didn't realize that. I thought she was, but okay.
I mean, if she was, it probably wasn't that long term, because it's not a cheap program. It's getting more expensive. I don't know. Probably stuff I wasn't here for, so it doesn't matter to me.
So Vista can't really help out at all.
No. And Billy and me and Maya, like long term in the next 2 to 3 years, we're toward the end of needing the program, because once Billy has Tiffany move in, like, I don't see the point of them helping him, because he's gonna try to get a car at some point again. But he hasn't had a valid license in a while because of some weird behavior he had of running stop signs or some other thing he didn't tell me.
Okay.
So otherwise, I could just drive him around. He'll pay me gas money. I don't know.
Well, that'll be good. It's nice to see you both in relationships and doing well.
Right.
Is Tiffany gonna move in once Anita's out?
Yeah, that was the goal by the end of the month. So I thought, personally, I would have had Tiffany move in after the ceremony, and like if I didn't get through a fit, I'd be like, "Listen, get your crap and get out."
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she had to see that one coming anyway.
Right.
And if she didn't, like, that's on her then. Anyway, what else?
I don't know. You tell me. What else you got to talk
I
about?
really don't have anything else. That's the thing.
Okay. Things are going well between you and Maya.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any vacation plans for the summer other than Maine, but my parents are building another house, but it probably won't be done until next year at this time.
Okay.
So
They like building houses.
yeah, I mean, I know at some point probably this might be the last one or the next one, but they usually keep a house now for like 2 or 3 years or less, and then they sell it and build another one. But I think that at some point when they're in their 70s, they're probably gonna just be like, I don't want to do this anymore. And either they'll give me the business or they'll just, sell it and, sell this place, or I don't even know. So we'll figure it out.
What about your cousin that's supposed to help look out for you?
His divorce is not finalized until the end of the year. He seems to be doing okay though.
Is he someone that could take on a business like that?
I mean, maybe, but he's got 4 kids, and I don't know who's going to get what shared custody, or there'll be half and half, I guess. I don't know how that's going to work. So, I mean, my only other thought is my cousin Tara could do it, but she does a lot of business traveling already, so I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not too worried about it. When they've only been doing that business for 18, almost 19 years, so I don't think it was for.
How many houses have they built?
Well, at first we had a condo, then we had a 8-bedroom, and then I think we had a 9, then we had a 10. I'd say at least 7 or 8, maybe a little bit more. I don't even know. At one point we had like 4 houses plus the Williamsburg house and the Maryland house, so we had like 40 bedrooms at one point, spread all over the place.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but now we have this house, the Maryland house, the Williamsburg house. But this house probably is now classified as 2 bedrooms. I mean, it could be 3. There's no closet really in the drum room. There's not really a closet downstairs with this game or extra bedroom. So it's probably classified now as 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
But all the upgrading, it probably adds value. I'm not real sure, but
Your parents seem to know what they're doing.
yeah.
Seem to make good business decisions.
Yeah. When do you think I'll see you again?
Probably in 2 weeks after you get back.
So when would that be? The 24th?
Today's the 10th. Let's see. Probably the 24th. Bless you.
Okay, the 24th.
Yeah, 24th at 6:30.
That works.
Okay. Do you have anything else to talk about today?
No, just having allergies again.
Okay. How's your shoulder been?
Yeah, a little up and down. I got more supplies yesterday, and they're a little bit stronger. But the high did not last as long as I thought it would. But maybe because I didn't smoke it as thoroughly as I should have. But it'll probably be one of my last strands I do, because my neighbor's trying to get me a bong for a good deal.
Okay.
So 31%, but the other percentage is like 1.3. He said once you get like 1.5 to 2% of that other like level or whatever, it's a lot better for you. So Maryland, I had like 2.5% of that other thing. I really felt good.
You like that one, huh?
Yeah, but that was out of a bong, so joints aren't as strong as bongs, I was told. And every strand is different, so I'm sure Snoop Dogg probably does like 4 or 5%, whatever. I don't even know.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, him and Willie Nelson. I mean, I have no idea what those guys are doing.
Probably some like high end, or unless they grow their own for some reason. I don't even know.
I don't know, but they've been a long time, so.
Yeah. I told Maya long term she'll probably need to do that for her wrist or whatever, but for now she's okay. So.
Has wrist problems.
Well, remember she fell the other year? I think I told you.
I don't remember hearing about that.
Yeah, it was like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. She fell off the horse and broke her left wrist, and then Dad did that late last year. So, you know.
Yeah, I remember that.
He actually, I'm taking him to get an X-ray when I'm on vacation for it, so that should be fun.
Okay.
All right.
All right, you want to meet again in a couple weeks?
Yep.
All right, Rob. You take care of yourself and have a safe trip.
All right. Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Sorry for the delay, people. I was on the phone with my doctor. 41 minutes. My God. Final lap. Here we go. I didn't hit the button on the phone, so hold on. Be a shorter video on the phone. All right, this will be a shorter video on the phone, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm in the lead. And I've led every lap at New Hampshire so far. I'm right behind Michael Waltrip. Hitting them.
Let's try to race a little cleaner.
Car's not too damaged. We're okay. A little loose off this turn.
Number 48.
And Jimmy Johnson is
Don't be surprised if
managed to back rear corner. Final turn for final time. 2:57.
checkered flag.
Actually, no, 2:58. One of those two. Big man, lead every lap at New Hampshire and smoke show everywhere. Wow. Really getting good at these short tracks. Peace. Yeah.
The drivers didn't stand behind that Pontiac pace car today.
Well, that was good news for the guys who ran out.
Poor Tony
With
Stewart
cautions,
and
with
Bobby
just a
Labonte
bit
for
more
wrecking into the
restart,
pit
which is
wall
more
here.
chances for you to lose positions.
The
Whatever.
Coca-Cola car doesn't look any different than when he started this race.
Well,
I believe it's 2:58. I could be wrong. Yeah, get in the barrel. Yeah. A little bit longer than a video than I would like to have, but whatever. Doesn't matter to me. You know, one a day, wow. Lapped everybody back from 15th to the end of the field. I'm not going to edit the video because I don't care. Bye, the Bonnie, 6 laps. Ouch. All right, people, that's the end of the video. Peace. Later.